Hello, 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 beautiful friends. It is so great to see you guys, to be here with you on this wonderful Monday. I would never have thought in my whole entire life that I would be glad for a Monday. Looks like it's a case of a Mondays. So, welcome to Spiritual as Fuck, Spiritual AF. This is where you get readings from me, Mel, Enlightened Spirit. We're going to pull some cards. We're going to get some food for thought, food for our spirits, food for all that might just ail you so you can navigate this crazy place we call life with more dignity, honor, and grace, and allowing you to live hashtag enlightened and spiritual AF. So, without further ado, I'm Mel, Enlightened Spirit. And as you can see, this is my business card. And I do all these things. I'm here to help you guys live more happy, joyous, and free, more empowerment, with more love, with more all that stuff that makes all the hard work worth it. And so we begin our session today with just a little bit of an update as I swap some things around, pull up the comment section. When you are ready for a question, please type it into the comments and I will address it. Pulling in messages from source, as well as using my cards to give you guys the assistance you may need with whatever is on your mind. And so I hope this rainy Monday hasn't been too much of a buzzkill for you. And no matter what you are thinking, I have to tell you that you were productive, you were effective today. Whether or not you were bedrotting or whether or not you were moving and shaking with the upper echelons of power. What you have done today is your level best. And so it's time for you to give yourself brownie points for it. We can't wait for nobody else to give us brownie points for doing our damn best. So take your right hand, put it on your left shoulder and be like, good job, me. Good job, me. Because your best is being seen, is being recognized, and is so very appreciated by all the energies that are swirling around you. And you're going to live your best life as long as you keep doing your best in any given moment. And so, with that, we are going to go into our mindful moment. This is the part of the offering where I give you guys a card from my very second favorite deck, the Affirmators. I bought these cards on Amazon and they are just awesome. They are self-helpiness without the self-helpiness. So I love these cards because they kind of give it to me straight. Whatever is on my mind, whatever is in the current, what is in the air today, these cards can address. So I have just shuffled them all and I'm going to pick one, and it is, oh, that's the one we had before, right? It was ultimate potential. And it says that I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that I will, with this draw, will allow me to move forward towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I have ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I ever have tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. So the question is, do you even recognize your highest potential? And with the idea that your best is your best at any given moment, are you giving yourself the credit that what you've done today, what you're doing, what you're going to do tomorrow, what you did yesterday was your level best? It was you living up to your highest potential in that moment. Granted, sometimes we recognize the need for our potential to be elevated. Sometimes we recognize that we could do more. And so that doesn't mean you're not living up to your highest potential when you're not doing the more. there is space for both of them to exist. Your highest potential and your very best being maybe like 30% of effort. And there's the space for your highest potential and you doing the best being maybe 50% of your effort. And it's all based on your level of willingness, your level of comprehension, and with what you really envision for yourself in this world. So since that was a card we drew last week, I'm going to draw another one because I want another message. Because I don't know about you, but I am doing my damnedest to live up to my highest potential, and I am pretty damn proud of it. And so today we have, yes, joy. Joy, 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 joy. I like this one. Joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it makes it way better. Today, I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today, I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. Get it! Yes! What are you putting butter on? Everything's better with butter, okay? Maybe vegan butter, and that's some good shit too. Olivo, that's some awesome vegan butter. But what are you putting butter on? What are you adding joy to in your life that is telling you, hey, you are a good person. Hey, this is truly possible. Hey, we're here to help lift you up. If you are living life and you're not feeling the buttery sweetness of joy, then it's time to make some modifications. And this is what I love about my readings. My readings give you insight as to how to make those modifications happen. So if you have a question, please, please, please put it in the chat. And if not, we're going to just move forward with how to add more butter to your joyous, most radiant life. Okay, so moving right along, I'm starting with my goddess cards. And we're going to ask the goddesses, what, if anything, is in the way of me living a more joyous life? What, if anything, do I need to do to add that joy to all that I do, all that I encounter, all that I desire? And so while we're at it, I'm going to take off my jacket because I'm getting hot. Put your questions in the comment box, and here we go. The goddess that's showing up for us today is desire. Whew. Do you know that in order to have a more joyous life, you have to want a more joyous life? And I want to ask you, do you want a more joyous life? And I don't mean this type thing, yeah, I want to be happy. I'm talking about when you're doing something, like when you're making the bed. Do you want to feel joy when you make the bed? Do you say, hey, how can I make this making of the bed a more joyous occasion? Did you know you were even allowed to do that? Joy starts and ends with desire. When we allow ourselves to identify what it is we really truly want, what it is we really truly need, then we can get it a lot more easily than we try to do it when we just think about it and think about it and think about it and don't take any action. So the good thing about joy is that joy is an action. Joy is a way of orienting yourself in the world with hope, with faith, with love, with trust, with connection. And so as you make your bed as a example of a way to make any occasion joyous, what can you do to make it so, right? Because making your bed is not really a fun thing, but do you jump up and down on the bed as you pull the sheets up? Do you play music while you're making your bed? Do you make your bed while you are still in it? That's actually a fun thing to do. I used to make my bed while I was still in it. I'd pull up the sheet, pull it up to my chin, smooth it out on the sides, pull up the comforter, smooth it out on the sides, and then put the pillows right where I need them to be and try to ease out of the bed without messing it all up. Either way, no matter what you do to bring more joy to the occurrences in your life, it doesn't matter. The intention of wanting to add more joy to it is going to be the magic to make the joy come. And so I challenge you, I ask you, what can you do to bring more joy into your life in everything that you do? Well, we already identified that you need to want to have joy in your life. I think I can slow down, right? I don't have to move so fast. You have to want to have joy in your life. That's just it. And just like with making the bed, I wanted to have some more joy with making the bed. I didn't want to have the drudgery, thus the making the bed while I was still in it. So moving right along, what do we need to do to have more joy in our lives? And here we go. I just pulled the card, the arts. Are you creating, right? Creation doesn't mean you have to make the next Monet's water lilies. No, you could if you wanted to, but every moment is an opportunity to create. So what are you creating? Creation helps breed joy. So are you breeding connections with the people that are around you? Are you creating beauty with the things around you? Being a good steward of the things that are in your possession. Are you taking time to write? Are you taking time to listen to music? Are you taking time to make music? Are you making healthy meals? The options are endless and so very plentiful. There's no one way to create. There's no one way to have joy in your life. And so you again are challenged to find some ways, creative ways, to bring yourself a more joyful, radiant life. And so we're going to move on to my fairies, and they're going to let us know, in addition, what else do we need to do to create a more joyous life? The shuffle is on. Here they are. And now, vacation. Okay. A vacation would bring me a whole hell of a lot of joy. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to be somewhere, Punta Cana, watching the Tool concert. I would love to be in Grand Cayman doing snorkeling. I would love to be in Europe, traveling all the different countries. That would be a really great vacation for me, and I would be joyous. But what if that's not your reality? What if a vacation isn't something that you can easily do if it means leaving your home, getting a hotel, and traveling great distance? This card, vacation, means take a break. The break is coming, right? The holiday season is upon us, and we know that with that time, things tend to slow down. I mean, the day after Christmas, you can go to the Plymouth Meeting Mall, to the Awaken shop, and you can be in a mall without a ton of people being there. That's the nice thing. Things are slowing down. But where are you inserting breaks into your life? Are you taking naps? Are you taking a moment just to close your eyes, to reset your brain? Are you taking the time to just savor, not just drink, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea? Do you hide in a bathroom stall just to catch your breath? Or maybe just a closet just to take a breath? Vacation, taking a break, is essential for you to restart your body. Give yourself a little taste of rejuvenation so you can choose joy, so you can amplify those desires to create joy. So then you can find that butter, the metaphor for butter in your life, slather it on whatever occasion, whatever idea you have, whatever situation you find yourself in, and create more joy. You can also be more creative when you give your brain a break. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I get involved with projects, I think that every action I take has to be project oriented. And that's not necessarily true. When you're in the middle of a project, you take a 5-minute vacation. Close your eyes, reset your brain, breathe a little bit, have a cup of tea, take a walk around the block. When you decide to take a break, you will find your life is full of more joy because you've actually given yourself a chance to remember that you deserve and you are worthy of this joy. And so we have a jumper. And what is it? It is retreat into nature. All right. I think that pretty much explains a lot. No wonder we feel less joyful stuck indoors, either in our cubicles, in our apartments, staring at the walls, acknowledging all the things we did not complete. So it's hard because it's hard for me too. I don't particularly like to do it. But in order to have more joy in my life, right? In order to want joy, right? I have to step outside my box. I have to open my door and step outside into the bracing cold at this point so I can breathe in these natural aphrodisiacs, these natural forms of caffeine, this natural mood enhancer, which is nature. Okay. Now, in the summertime, I would walk outside and put my bare feet on the ground. By allowing the electrons of my body transfer with the electrons in the earth, that grounding process helped elevate my mood. So for now that it's cold, because I'm not stepping out there barefoot in the damn cold, I'm just going to go outside and I'm going to breathe. Maybe I'll put a coat on, maybe I won't. Maybe I will experience the cold on my skin and revel at the goosebumps. Either way, coming out of my typical box is going to help me create more avenues, have more inspiration for having joy in my life. So, again, a recap. How do we have more joy in our lives? Well, first and foremost, we have to want it. And you are allowed to want things expressly for yourself, right? How else do we have joy? We get creative about it. We create the arts. And like I said, I used to make my bed with myself in it because it was a fun little challenge, and it brought making the bed into a realm where it brought me joy and happiness. There are loads of mundane tasks that we perform that can give us more joy and happiness if we just get creative about it, like timing ourselves when we do the dishes, or, I don't know, mopping the floor, but doing it to songs instead of just mopping it, left and right. Maybe we mop the floor with pirouettes. Maybe we mop the floor with some twerking. Either way, do it because it's going to bring you joy and it's going to be healthier for you. We also find joy by taking a break, going on vacation. And yeah, sometimes that vacation is not going to be traveling to another country, but it's just closing your eyes for 5 minutes and giving zero fucks about what's going on around you. Sometimes it's hiding in a closet or in a bathroom, just to step away from the things that are so rote, so mundane, and keep you locked into an old way of thinking. And the next way we have more joy in our lives is going out in nature. This is a great way to overhaul the whole process. It's a biohack. Get out there, breathe some fresh air, allow the fresh air to wash your brain of all the crapola that's been stuck in it, so you can find more creative ways to bring joy into your life. Joy. Get some. It is like butter. It's an additive that makes this whole existence worth not just living or surviving through, but thriving. And I know you all want to thrive. I know that with every fiber of my body. And so, if we don't have any questions, let's see if I hear anything from Spirit. And there we go. Spirit is saying that body movement is extremely important. And so that's another biohack for you to have more joy in your life. They're saying that if you're not moving your body, like we're talking about pulling up a sweat, If you're not having some heavy breathing, they're saying to do that because when you move, you're going to release endorphins, hormones inside your body that'll predispose you to choosing joy. That will actually give you the motivation you need to even want joy. And so I asked you, what can you do to bring more body movement into your day, into your hour, into your life? Dance parties are one thing, and as you can hear today, I've got the music pumping, 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 pumping. And honestly, for me, the music's been pumping all day long, and I think that's why I'm in a good mood, a good enough mood to actually enjoy a Monday. I mean, that is definitely a mind blower for you, for me. They also said that, the expelling of energy is important for joy, but they're saying that the strengthening of muscles is also important for joy because there's times in our lives where we feel that doing things for ourselves and doing things without having another person or a bigger picture in mind is extremely selfish. And they want you to say, no, 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 no. Selfishness is not what you guys think it is. To be centered on yourself is a way for you to have joy, happiness, and freedom. They're saying that when you do strengthening exercises, you start to understand how powerful you are, how capable your muscles, your joints, your blood vessels are to bringing you this gift of life, and how much more potential you can tap. That's actually the way they want you to start recognizing your ultimate potential. So if you want more joy, move your body and strengthen your muscles. You will not be disappointed. And it doesn't mean join a gym, although you could. It could mean while standing at the counter, you bend your knees a couple times. It could mean you take a can and you lift it up over your head, right? Your lats a little strengthened, your traps a little strengthened. Could mean doing some curls, increasing the strength in your biceps. It could mean contracting your abdomen so you get some abs happening there. I do that a lot. I will contract my abdomen while I'm just sitting there, and so I've got a little 4-pack underneath my jelly rolls. Either way, no matter what you do, moving your body, being creative about how joy enters your life, thinking outside the box, getting outside your home, and thinking about joy as something to want, to desire, and to work hard towards, not just thinking hard, but working, adding action to it, is going to be in your best interest. You are going to develop and recognize the highest version of yourself. You will also begin to hashtag live enlightened and spiritual as fuck. So thank you today for joining me. You can reach me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the platforms. You can email me. So when you are ready for a reading, let me know. And until I see you again, thank you for sharing your time with me.